this time, see? Watch me. My name is Thunder Shelly, and I live in a New York City. When the man them distress, y'all picking it. Me turn around and brush them up properly. Now they wait now and if him now have no money. Now let him sell killers and give away your glamity. Make him walk and tell them friend them how we get the about Captain Ayo. You a bomb for pay. Take care of it, go down your couple one more time. Select, come on. Cause we're in the Jamaican we sing. All girls get a frying pan. Watch me. Sometimes I'm on big end, cook big end. Sometimes I'm on big end, cook big end. Sometimes I'm on big end, cook big end. Maria Manan, him name is Ricky. From last month, him a gone like him crazy. Come home all in time after 7:30. When sun a shine and the neighbor them I see. Get me so vexed and it get me so angry. So I get mad and this type of go on nasty. Jump it up and say listen to me now. You don't know the people come home early. How will you want to do for this great Shelly? Actually, that woman take advantage of me. You want me neighbor them to laugh off of me? You make a move out properly. Sometimes I'm on big end, go big end. Sometimes I'm on big end, go big end.
Cough, right this up. Cough, good morning to you. Thank you so much for staying with us right here. It still and always is Sunrise. Good morning to all our YouTubers, all of you in TV land watching. And I got to tell you, some memories are coming back right now. Sometimes a man forget cough, right? I got to tell you, you know. Well, I'm not coughing about his son, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. But when you hear these lyrics, you know it's none other than the thunderous one. And we are so pleased to welcome the legendary Shelly Thunder, a pioneer in the dancehall music industry and fraternity, whose powerful voice and infectious energy captured audiences for decades. She's here to discuss her journey into dancehall and, you know, the ups, downs, and turnarounds. She's no longer a dancehall artist. We're going to get into all that. Shelly Thunder, good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? I'm fine.
Nice. I'm magnificent. When you're watching that concert, you know, what was the thought and feeling, you know, that you're, you know, what are you experiencing right now? What are you feeling?
I don't know. I laugh whenever I see it. The whole ensemble.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, at the time, it didn't go on. But what do I have on?
You were, no, at that time, you know, Shelly, TK and I were just mentioning it, that dancehall female artists at that time were fully clad because you were selling talent and not sex.
Hey, that was what it was. I mean, we had to keep up with the guys, with the boys. So,
yeah.
You know, we had to concentrate on the lyrics. Yeah, but absolutely.
Shelly, tell us, you know, what brought you to dancehall in the first place? What even got you started in the industry?
Interesting. So I always liked to write, and I started writing lyrics before I left Jamaica. I was at 15, so around 14, and I had an older brother. He's dead now. He was a playwright and actor, Stafford Ashani, and he gave me a blank book to write in. So I wrote my lyrics and stuff. And then when I came to America, I started hanging out with, you know, at his house in Brooklyn, and you know, you go dance, and it just evolved.
Wow. And at that time, I mean, who gave you the name Shelly Thunder?
So Michelle is my real name.
Yes.
So hence the Shelly. And then when I started hanging out with my crew in New Lots, you know, Daddy Barkley, Fat Wayne, Jibby, Colonel Desi, Bobby Haitian, and he's not Haitian, he's Jamaican. He gave me the nickname because I was skinnier, and you know, you're skinnier, short, and then my voice was so, I guess he said,
powerful.
Imposing, yes. So he gave me the name Thunder.
Well, in terms of, you know, your hits, because you have many, and back then I can remember your videos playing on a Saturday, you know, and for women at that time, you were one of the front runners. How was it for you? How did you carve out that niche for yourself in a male-dominated industry, even more then, you know, to make a voice and a space for yourself?
It was pushing. I had to grind, you know. I had to, you know, I was going to Brooklyn on the train. My mother thought I was at my brother's. I was in the dance hall. You know, you had to be in the basement with all the guys on the sound system. As they wrote a song, you had to be right there too. It was just grinding. It was just pushing. And, you know, I was fortunate enough to hang out with the New Lots family, so I was like the little sister. They were really protective of me.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they said if I didn't go back to college, I couldn't hang out with them because I dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
And I had to go get my GED, go to college. I'm kind of visited the first time, you know, I had to go back. But that was the thing, you know, they really took me as their little sister. But it was grinding. It was grinding and pushing.
Yeah.
Shelly, do you have, you know, do you have a memory that just stands out to you as like one of your favorite memories of the career, or?
Yes.
Tell me, tell us.
Well, three quick ones. The first time I heard my song play on the radio, and it's Gil Bailey, and I'm listening. I don't remember Gil Bailey or Clinton Lindsay, but I was like, that's me on the radio? That, you know, that was huge. The first stage show I did in Brooklyn, and I, you know, ate that one. It was crazy. And then when one night I was going to the underground, and Bobby Brown and some other big artists had a show at in Times Square, in the big arena, and I didn't go, but I didn't realize they played my song during an intermission, and the place went crazy.
Yeah, place
and
boss.
My sister said it was the only time in the whole thing that she wanted to see. That's my sister, because you know you don't get no respect in your family.
Yeah.
When Coop was #1, I called Daddy. I'm like, Daddy, Coop is #1 in Jamaica. He was like, so when are you going back to college? You know?
Yes.
So I got no respect in the house. So when my sister said that, it was huge for me, and I went to the underground. I didn't know. And I'm approaching the club, and I see some people, and I see people scream. So I look behind me. I'm like, what are they screaming about? And they start to run towards me. And it was Shabba Ranks, his bodyguard, that scooped me up and, you know, picked me and put me through a side door. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So those little experiences was cool, you know.
Who are some of the early influences that you had, and who would you say was your art rival back then?
Well, Nicodemus gave me my first mic. You know, Jack Ruby was on tour. So Nicodemus, Super Cat. How I started though was just idolizing Mama Nancy and just being in my bathroom with my toothbrush for hours. If you needed a bathroom in my house, you need to tell me, don't go there.
Yes.
Yes, I had brush, and you know, and you sing. I tried to mimic her, you know, but her sound is kind of nasal.
Yeah.
Someone sing. So Sassafras said to me, "No man, Shelly, DJ from your abdomen."
Yes.
You know, and that my voice started to change. But yeah, it was crazy. It was good. And
Any,
those are the people
any
I kinda-
competitors back then? Who would you
yeah,
say?
man. You know, you had the Lady Anne's and stuff like that. Yeah. Lady Anne was. She and I are cool now, but back then it was. She was my nemesis.
Quite all right. Shelly, what made you decide to leave dancehall, and what is Michelle up to now?
Yes.
Oh, you know, it's for I just started getting bored, and I would go to a dance and see everybody and start yawn and go, then I'm going to sit them people for the rest of my life, you know? I didn't know what was happening. And then I just didn't go. And for a year, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't want to deal with anything like that. And somebody visited me, somebody invited me. My sister-in-law, Claudette, invited me to a church. He preached, I cried, that was it.
Wow.
And you know, fast forward, about 9 years later, I became a pastor.
Wow.
I'm a missionary. As a matter of fact, I was living in Thailand. Yeah, for 6 months. I came back last year. Yeah. So I preach, I teach. By profession, I'm a human resources manager. Well, I'm not managing now.
Well, you're managing souls right now.
Thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I am.
Wow, absolutely amazing. Who would have thunk it? One of dancehall heavy hitters, right? Now a missionary and, you know, a Christian and loving it. So you no longer sing? Do you have like a gospel album, or you're just not into that at all anymore?
You know, I have a whole album sitting on. I don't know. My friends are cursing me out, but I just, I don't think I'm never gonna say never, but I'm not in that place right now. As I preached this Sunday. It was my birthday on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I preached for my
Happy
birthday.
belated.
So that's just what it is. I think that's where the Lord has me now. I'm not gonna say I'll never go back to music. I've done gospel shows, etc. But we're not getting no ratings in our gospel. A secular artist will sing a gospel tune and it get played, but a gospel artist sing a hot gospel tune, So I just feel the Lord has me right now teaching and preaching, and I'm great with that.
Is there anything that you have not yet achieved that you would like to?
Going to Africa, isn't that weird? Yes, I've gone to Asia even as a secular artist. I've gone to Asia, as I said, for like 18 years, and I actually lived there in Thailand. I've gone to Cambodia, Japan, the whole thing. But I've never stepped into Africa, and I'm praying that the Lord allows me to do that.
Nice.
Isn't that weird? Like,
We hope that
it only went something to do with music.
anybody watching now, it was her birthday Sunday.
Yeah.
A ticket to somewhere in
but we
Africa.
picked her up on Sunrise. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is somebody needs to give her birthday gift
To Africa.
Thank you.
To Africa.
Thank
All
you.
expense paid trip. Amen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Anything you want to say to your fans in closing, Shelly? I mean, those persons who have loved you over the years, wondered what happened to you, they never see you. What would you like to say to those persons who contributed to your dominance?
Love you. Love you, love you, love you. It's always a pleasure and surprising when they slide into my DMs, and there's some young people now from the different Hispanic countries. But for those diehard that, tell me happy birthday on Facebook and, always shout out to me, and all these people who ask for interviews, and you guys for inviting me here in Reggae Week. A year before last, I was in Jamaica having a good time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Let his face shine upon you and bless you. And you're going out, you're coming in, the town, the country. Mwah! Thank you.
Bless, thank you.
that was
As a
so
good as in a real life.
fantastic.
Thank you, Shelly.
Thank you.
Walk out and make us this time, wanna come back. Walk out and make us this time, wanna come back. Hey, I gotta tell you.
Our guest has been Shelly Thunder, former dancehall artist. Sometimes a man forget, come on, you know it. But it's now time for the news. So stay with us. There'll be more Sunrise.
Thank you, Shelly.
Maria, my name is Ricky. From last month,